transition. Put it on here.
And you can go over that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you're done, you can either transition back or you can just stop. Bear in mind to stop.
Okay.
So. Get nothing better than you don't want to.
That's fine. No. Just close up it, please.
Make sure that your audience.
Hey everybody! Who is here? Hi, I love Renorn's Little Bug. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And then when I'm watching my audio, it is a little bit off. So sorry if I don't keep up with everybody's comments, but hi. I'm so glad that you're here. I have 4 people on so far. So I wanted to do a live baby names video this week for Baby Name Monday, just to kind of change things up a little bit and just see, kind of get you guys your like interaction live per se, and see what you guys think about baby names, because I love baby names, obviously, and every single Monday there is. Obviously, it's a little bit delayed for me. So yes, I'm going to keep talking, and then if for some reason there's any issues with sound or something, just let me know in the comments. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I have baby names. I have 10 for girls and 10 for boys. Then I'm kind of just going to quickly go through, and they're fun names that are food inspired. So I, on the West Coast, have just had dinner because it's 8 o'clock. Thank you for all the thumbs up, Fall Hawk 12. But yes, so I've just had dinner, and I thought it would be fun to do kind of just a fun baby name video, that names that are inspired by food. And some of these are quite common, and some of them are a little bit different. But yes, so then what I'll do is after I go through those names, you guys can comment on them or kind of give me other suggestions. And I believe you guys can all see the comments, but then I'll kind of talk about each one. I don't have any research on these names. I just kind of found them, and I thought they were kind of a fun idea. And then I will do any Q&As that you guys have, preferably that are baby name related, but I do have some questions from my last one that I need to kind of address, and then you guys can ask me random questions as well. So let's jump into girl names. I know if you're on the East Coast, I'm sorry it's so late. And thank you for watching. Yes, I know it's really late, but we're going to try to get through this quickly because I've also got some 2 crazy boys that need to go to sleep, that are kind of pushing their luck lately. So yes, let's go with the girl names that are food inspired. So we have Olive. This is a name that seems to be quite popular recently. I just kind of hear it all over the place, but I think it is so cute and a little bit different. It's not a normal name. The one that I definitely have heard of is Rosemary. I love this name. I love the plant. I think rosemary can be used for so many different things. And the name is so cute because you can have Rosie as the nickname, which I love. And then another one that's a little unique, but we have heard of it if you are a Gwyneth Paltrow fan, and that is Apple. Now, I can definitely see this name being used maybe for like millennials using this name, thinking that it's cool and different. Yes, I am at the end of that millennial gap, but I wouldn't be able to use it, but I think it's kind of cool. And then the name Honey. Now, this is a name that I've heard. Obviously, it's more of like a nickname. But hi, Natalia Faria, I think that's how you pronounce it. Thank you guys all for being here. I'm not going to be able to say everybody's name, but thank you all. So Honey. I think this is a cute name. It's short and sweet, and the honey is sweet. Another one that's very different, especially the spelling, would be Brie. So this is a type of cheese, and it's a very strong cheese, but I've seen Brie spelled B-R-E-E, but if it's spelled B-R-I-E, like the cheese, I think that's kind of a twist on a name that we have heard. And then like Aubrey, I've heard that name, but then shortened down to Brie, and a lot of people go by the name Brie. So I think that's a really cool one. And then this next one I think is really cute, and that is Ginger. And I really like it because I was a huge Spice Girls fan, like massive Spice Girls fan, and Ginger Spice. So I think it is a cool name. It is a little bit different, but people have heard of it, most definitely. It's been around for a really long time. And then another one, which is short and sweet, and that is Coco. I think this is such a cute nickname, and it can be like a full, just Coco as the name. Courtney Cox named her daughter Coco. And I have definitely heard this one. I've heard Coco as a nickname for Chloe, which I think is really cool. And then this next name is beautiful, and that is Jasmine. I think Jasmine is such a beautiful name. If you're a Disney fan, you think of Princess Jasmine. And I really like that Jazz could be the nickname. So you kind of take a long, beautiful name and you shorten it to a really cool little nickname. And then the next one, I think this is so cute, and that is Peaches. Totally could not see a person named Peaches because we had a cat named Peaches. When I was growing up, my grandma had a cat. She looked like a peach. She was like this big fat orange thing. She looked like a peach. She was adorable. So I think Peaches is a cute name, but I can see it more for maybe an animal than a human. And then the last one is Clementine. I think this is a beautiful classic name. Obviously the orange, Clementine oranges, but I think it is a really cute name. It is a little bit different, but there could probably be some cute little nicknames that go along with that. If you guys know a nickname for Clementine, just put it there in the little comment section. So that is for the girls. If you guys have any girl names inspired by food that you like, also leave those in the comments. And then we will head on over to the boy names, which I found to be a whole lot easier than the girl names. At least ones that I really liked. So, and some of them are a little different. I will put that out there. So do you guys know, yeah, do you guys know any girl food inspired names that you want to leave in the comments? Coco for Nicole. Coco is a good nickname for Nicole. I have a cousin named Nicole, and we call her Nick or Nikki. But yeah, Coco actually would be her brother called her Cole for the longest time, so it's similar to Coco. So yeah, okay, so now we're going to jump on to the boy names. We don't want to make this video too long for all you East Coasters. So the first one is Alfredo, like the sauce. So this is a name that I have heard of. It's probably more used maybe in Italy or an Italian-speaking like household, or like Alfie could be the nickname. So Alfie is actually a popular name, and then like Alfredo could be their longer name. So I think that's really cute. The next one is a strong name, and that is Benedict, after the breakfast food, Eggs Benedict. Slipped my mind there for a second. That is my favorite breakfast food by far, is Eggs Benedict. So I think Benedict is a very strong name. There's Benedict I always say his name wrong. Cumberbatch. Totally butchering his name, but yes. So there's that one. The next one is a short and sweet name, and that is Barry. I totally see this as like a little old guy named Barry. I don't know why, I just do, but obviously after strawberries, blueberries. Barry would be food inspired, but it would be a short and sweet one. And then the next one is Caesar, after Caesar salad. So this name has definitely been used in history. I mean, there's so many famous Caesars, and it is a name that everyone knows about. I have definitely heard this one, but it's been a really long time since I've heard Caesar. The next one I think is such a cute name. I actually really like this name. This might be on one of my like guilty pleasure type lists, and that is Graham. I think it sounds like a very classic name. It sounds very masculine to me. And it kind of sounds like Graham. It kind of sounds like a nickname for a first name, even though it's a long name. So obviously after like Graham Crackers. Lives in a cottage. That's a good one. Barry lives in a little cottage. You can make up a whole story for him. And then the next one is one of the most common names I think we have ever heard, and that is Jack, after the cheese. So this is a name, I love this name. I have a brother named Jackson, so I don't know if I'll ever be using this name because we want a girl next, maybe another girl, maybe a first girl. But yeah, I think Jack is such a cool name. It works for all ages. And then the next one I think is a super cool name. It is quite different, but I have heard of this, and that is kale. So after the like most famous vegetable nowadays, everyone puts kale in everything. Things that should not have kale in them, they do that. Yeah. So yes, I think this is short and sweet. They can learn how to spell their name very easily, and everyone knows what that is now. So way back when, people were probably like, what? But now they'd be like, oh, cool, hipster new name. So the next one is a very famous name because of the basketball player, and that is Kobe. So it's after Kobe Cheese, I believe. And yes, Kobe Bryant. Everybody knows who he is. Some people like him, some people don't like him. All depends on if you are a Lakers fan. But yes, so this is one of those kind of short and sweet names, very masculine sounding. But I guess it probably could be gender neutral. Like, what do you guys think? Could it be gender neutral, Kobe? It probably could. I just see it more for a boy, but it could be because Kobe Bryant. So the next one we have is another kind of, I picture another like old man, and that is Reuben. I have heard this name, and I've actually seen it spelled different ways. So that's kind of interesting. But it'd be after the sandwich. And so Reuben. Rue could be the nickname, which Rue to me sounds like a girl name, but Reuben is definitely a boy name. And yes, I think of Reuben Studdard. If you've watched American Idol, the first one, the original. I'm sorry, he was such a good singer, but he should not have won. But Ethan should have won. Just my opinion. So then we go on to our very last boy name, and that is Napoleon, after the amazing ice cream. So this is a name, obviously, everybody knows about it from history, from Napoleon Dynamite. And yes, this is a name that it has to be a very strong individual to handle this name and grow up with this name, especially if kids know about Napoleon Dynamite. But I think it is a classic name, so that was kind of cool. Okay, Colby. Yeah, I've heard the name Colby, Colby, spelled different ways, for a girl. I definitely have heard that, but Kobe, Kobe, or Cobe, however you want to spell it, I haven't heard that for a girl. But Colby, yes, I have, most definitely, and I think that's kind of cute. Sorry, it is 1,000,000 degrees here in Southern California, and I am on fire. So I've also got some lights, but got to hydrate. So tomorrow it's supposed to be well over 100. I'm not too happy about that. So those are my food-inspired names, which I think is kind of fun and different. What type of baby name videos do you guys want to see? So I've done like the letters of the alphabet. There are still some letters left. Hi, every little thing and more. Oh, you don't have to apologize for not being here sooner. It's late. It's late for like everyone that is more east than California, because I'm about as west as you can get besides Hawaii. So I'm sorry that I'm coming on so late. It's just that's easiest with the kids. I don't do just shout outs. Sorry, Natalia. I don't do just shout outs in my videos. That's just not something that I do. Christmas names. I definitely will do Christmas names going into Christmas time. I think I was going to, and I didn't end up doing it for last Christmas, but I definitely will do it for this coming Christmas. 100 really dangerous storms here all week. Where do you live, Kyla? Yeah, because there's supposed to be storms, but I don't think California's getting any water. Like, I think we're just getting that lucky heat, and it's like muggy feeling. Yeah, so sorry. The shout outs, I don't just kind of randomly throw those into my videos. But if we're on here and you guys message me, I definitely can. Oh yes, the East Coast, you're going to get bombarded. My mom is in Florida. Well, she's becoming home, but she was in Florida, and they had a massive storm that's like working its way up from Florida, I guess, and it's just going to hit the East Coast like crazy. And you people are awake so late. Thank you so much. And like I said, I do have to kind of get on here later unless it's, say, like a Friday, because we get home from wherever we are. My husband's home, and I have to have my husband home so that I can do live, because I got two crazies that, yeah, and they have been quite the handful this evening. So, what game are you guys playing? If you don't mind me asking. Every little thing and more. Yes, you guys are on the complete other side of the country, which right now, I mean, right now you're getting the storms that don't want to be there, but yes, I would love to get away from California. So we've got Christmas names. What other kind of baby name videos do you guys enjoy? Now, I did do the country series, but I got a lot of really negative feedback from those because names, baby names in general, don't really come from one specific place, or if they do, that was such a long time ago that a lot of documentation isn't maybe accurate. I'd have to dig really deep, and I tried with the countries, and people got so mad at me. Like, there was one that was so negative, so hurtful. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, because I think I got rid of it as soon as I possibly could, just because it was so horrible. And I blocked the person and all that kind of stuff, I believe. I might have just deleted it. I don't know. But it was so mean towards me that I had to get rid of it. So I'm not doing any more of the country series. The only thing that I might do is say, like, I pick Canada, and then I do their top 10 baby names for that year. So I could do that, maybe going into the new year, do when they release it, like, because they kind of release things late for a lot of places, a lot of countries, that I can do like the top 10 or the top 5 for each gender, maybe. The only thing with that is that a lot of them have the same, like the exact same name that is the top for every single country. Emma. Emma is like the top everywhere. What's been your least favorite videos to film? Least favorite videos to film. I don't really know. Like, I stopped vlogging kind of, like doing the weekly vlogs, just because it's difficult having 2 kids and getting the camera out. That's really hard unless I have my husband to help. And we don't do too many things that are super exciting. So I can kind of document all the exciting things and say an Instagram story. And there's no real need to vlog. So like those daily vloggers, I don't know how they do it. They have to just come up with things to do every single day, because a stay-at-home mom's life is honestly, it's busy. It's extremely busy, but it's not super exciting for the everyday people. Like, when you guys go to work and then you come home, you're not going to want to watch me wipe some poopy tush and do laundry and cook dinner. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. So I've kind of stopped doing that, unless we do something super exciting. Like, we're going to be going to the fair soon, and another fair. We already did that video, but we're doing another fair. So, like, fun things like that. If we say go camping or we do anything like that, those things I'll vlog, but vlogging is very difficult. Sit-down videos are a lot easier, and you just have to, like, plan them out. But, yeah, I don't really know if there's really been something that I, like, dreaded filming. Like, I wouldn't do it. Thank you. Thing with 2 boys, and it's not just that there's 2 of them. It's that one is 3.5. If you have kids and they are not 3.5 yet, just watch out. 3.5 is no fun at all. They get an attitude. They can talk back. They can push every button. And then my 1-year-old will just do, like, he'll look at me and he'll smile. He'll run and do something that he's not supposed to, just to be, like, goofy or silly, because he wants to get that reaction, because his big brother is getting so much, not necessarily so much negative attention, but just so much of, like, wanting to talk to me, and like, he's wanting so much of me that then my 1-year-old's like, look, mommy, I can do this. I can jump off the couch. And it's like, all my attention then goes to him, and he really likes that. Yes, if you guys want to make videos, do it. Totally do it. It's hard. I will say it's hard, but it's fun. So, let's begin, but what time is it for you? It is, where's the clock? Do I not have I don't have, like, a clock around anywhere. It is 8:20. So, I'm on my husband's laptop, and it's a Mac, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear, like, the fan going on it. We're not too happy with this. We have to fix my computer to see if that's better, but yes, it is 8:20, and then I have some questions from last time that I'll kind of go through, just because you guys asked me questions and I want to answer them for you. So, did you ever have pets as a kid? I believe this came from Everything and More. Let me know, girl, if you did give this to me. So, did I ever have pets growing up? Yes, I did. Always had some kind of pet. We had mostly cats, And then there'd be a random dog that we found, or I had a hamster for the longest time. I think that was the only time that we really didn't have a cat until we moved in with my grandma, and she had Peaches, that big old fat orange thing. And my hamster was the cutest. He was one of those little teddy bear hamsters. He was like a peachy color. His name was Scooter, and he would just sit in your hand and he'd snuggle up in your hand, and he would like fall asleep in your hand. And then you'd have to transfer him. And if he got scared, he'd bite you. My kids' names are Nolan and Liam. But yes, so sorry, I'm all over the place. So I had Scooter. I had my grandma, when we lived with my grandma, she always had like one major dog, and then kind of other dogs would kind of rotate through. It was really strange. She'd have one dog, and then they would like, there'd be dogs like in between, but she'd keep that one dog, and then they pass away. And then she'd get another dog, but then other dogs would rotate. I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but they'd find good homes. Don't worry. They were never abandoned or never left anywhere. And then, yeah, so we had fish, we had little frogs. I'm deathly afraid of frogs, but these little ones were totally fine. And yeah, we kind of just had pets and pets. Some would run away, some would get sick. My husband and I have had 3 cats together and the dog, Nala. And Bella was our first cat, and I had to put her down when Liam was about a year old, just before he's a year old, because she had cancer all over her body, and it was in her brain, and it was bad. So now we have Layla, who's a calico cat. We have Ziva, who's a black Siamese mix. She's polydactyl, so she's got that extra little thumb. She looks like she's walking around with mittens. And then we have Nala, our golden retriever chow that we found. She was abandoned as a puppy at 8 weeks old, so we saved her. We've saved all of them. We do not buy from a puppy store. We do not buy from a breeder. We have saved literally all of them. I will say that Bella and Ziva didn't come from a pet store. They came from a rescue that went to the pet store and like kind of sold through the pet store, I guess. I don't know. But it was through a rescue. It was not so there's no puppy mill, none of that horribleness. So I'm going through the comments right now. Okay, bye anybody that has to leave. I'm sorry. Thank you, Brianna. Okay, so next one. Going to college on the weekend. I was kind of asked, like, would you go to college on the weekend? So in my last live, I talked about how I have a sociology major, and in order to do really anything with it, I kind of have to go get my master's. And I'd love to go not into sociology because I kind of just picked that, kind of just a random thing that I picked. I needed to get done with college type of thing. 5 years of college, you're about done by that point. So I would love to go into social work, but it has to be when my kids are gone, because even if going on the weekends, yeah, I'd have the time, but once they're in school, I really only get the weekends with them, a whole day thing, because I'm home with them constantly, and I'm used to that, and I like that. I like that they have me at all times, and that's what I want them to grow up with. I grew up with a working mom. I grew up with just a working family, and I love that I am home with them. So no, I would not go on the weekends when they're in school, and they are both, however many kids we have, they're all full-time, like first grade and up. Then I will go to school while they are at school. Unless I have to work myself, if I have to actually like go to a job, then obviously school takes the back burner. And because my kids totally come first, my husband, my whole family, like it just comes first. So no, and I wouldn't be able to handle that. I wouldn't be able to handle school with these kids. Yeah, no. And then what technology do we use? Like I said, I am talking to you guys on a Mac. Not fond of that. We are an Android household. Like, besides this laptop, which is my husband's work laptop because he is an Android engineer, but yet he has to work on a Mac just because that's whatever he needs to for work. So everything else is Android. We do, actually, scratch that. We do have an Apple TV, but we also have an Android TV. We have everything because he has to test for everything. So we literally have it all. There were up to 13 people watching, but it is really late everywhere else, J4ever. So yes, right now there's only 6 people watching, but there was 14 or 13 at one point. Yeah, there were 4, but it's nighttime, and and I'm really new to live, BTW. This is only my second live, and I'm doing it super late. So unless you are on the West Coast, and even that's kind of late for people because it's almost 9 o'clock. What is it? Yeah, it's like 8:30. So yes, that is probably why. Oh, there's 8 now. So then my next question from before was collabing and how, like, kind of explain to you guys how I go about collabing. Now, I have done collabs in the past. It's been a really long time because I feel like I'm busy kind of with everything else. I'm trying to establish other things. And my channel was 1,000 up until, I don't even know, was that like about a year ago maybe? And now it is over 4,000. So 4,014 as I'm looking at the little number. And so I feel like when you are a smaller creator, unless you are able to give something to a bigger creator, and I mean quite large, you're not going to get as much. Like, they're not going to get tons of people coming over to your channel. Or if I'm someone, say, collabing with someone who has 50, I'm not sure. It depends on the collab, but I'm not super big, so I don't think I would be able to bring tons of subscribers kind of like to their channel. Now, it totally depends, but also when it comes to collabing, both parties have to benefit from it. So you need to bring something. If you go to somebody and you want to collab with them, you need to bring something with you and kind of pitch yourself. That's how it goes. And if I were to go to somebody, I would need to do the same thing. So I would need to say, I can give you this, 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 and this. And this is what I believe you'd be able to bring to me. And this is how we can help each other out. Because collabing is not just like, oh, hey, can you collab with me? Like, it's not going to happen that way. That is just kind of the brutal honesty. And the same goes for me. If I go to, say I go to like the Daily Bumps, just totally random pick. And I'm like, hey, I live in California too. Like, I live a couple hours away from you. Like, do you want to collab? That's not going to work. Me leaving a comment, that's not going to work. We have to have something in common, and we need to be able to help each other in some way that is like beneficial for it to work. So, I mean, it's been, like I said, it's been a while since I did a collab. I think my last collab was a crock pot meal, and it was with a bunch of different moms, and that worked really well because we each did our individual thing, yet people could go and see a bunch of different cooking videos. So we saw one cooking video, and we're like, oh, hey, I'll click on this one, and then I'll click on this one, and this one, and there's like a long list, and that is perfect, especially for us moms who cook in crock pots literally all the time, and mine just broke. Very mad about that. But, so now I need an Instant Pot. Totally need an Instant Pot. So, yeah, that was perfect. Like a cooking video. That was really good. And that was all different levels of, like, subscribers. Like, there was one that was maybe 5,000, and then kind of, like, trickling down from that. There might have been one that was more than that. But it was kind of just all similar. So, that worked really well. I don't remember statistics about how many, say, subscribers came to my channel from who, but yeah, I was under 1,000, I believe, at the time. I might have been at 1,000. I can't remember back then. But hi, Joanna. And then let's go on. Brianna, do you have any ideas of what letter you're going to do next? I need to go through my videos again and see what letter I haven't done yet. I always think like, oh, I haven't done this letter, and I go in and look. Sure enough. So I did have a list, and I don't know where that list has gone to, but I need to find a list of the ones that I haven't done. So yes. So I need to go look at my list or my playlist and see what ones I still need to do. Is there any suggestions? Like, if you guys have looked at my playlist and seen which ones I haven't done yet. So whatever one I haven't done yet is what will be on there. So that is all of the questions from last time. Is there anybody else that has any questions? Anything now. It doesn't have to be baby name related. Let me go through and see if anyone did anything. Maybe you can do a touted series. Can you explain what you're talking about there? Let's see, anybody else? Questions? I'm just scrolling through to see if there's any more questions for tonight. So yes, Brianna, my kids, where are you at if it's either? SoCal. Southern California. SoCal. But my kids are Liam and Nolan, if you are new to my channel. Liam is the 3.5-year-old. He'll be 4 in December. And then Nolan is my almost 2-year-old. Like, I don't know how that's possible. I feel like I was just pregnant. I documented my pregnancy with him on this channel. So, yeah, I've been around since before I was pregnant on YouTube. And he's almost 2. And I cannot believe it at all. Do any of you guys have kids? Leave me their ages in the comments because I'm very interested to see if people that watch my mommy channel actually are mommies and daddies, or if it's kind of just a mix of everybody. I think with these baby names, it's a mix of everybody. And then like with my more like mommy targeted videos, I think that's more mommy people watching, I think. Okay, Lynn's. Those names, there's some that I'm just like totally in love with, like Evelyn. I love that name, and I like Emmeline. But then there's some that have been totally overused. Like, they're still pretty and they're still cute. Just some of them, like Adeline. I'm sorry, that has been crazy overused. It's gorgeous. Love it. Totally overused. So I kind of like names that, and I shouldn't say this because my son's name is like the #1 name, but I didn't even know about baby names really until after I had kids. But it's like, I kind of like unique names that aren't used too much, especially when it comes to girls. Like, for some reason, I feel like girl names, I'm like, oh, well, I'm a Megan, and there's a bajillion Megans. Bajillion. Especially my age, there was always another Megan. My best friend was a Megan when I was growing up. So it's like, there was Megan, Lauren, Michelle, like, Melissa. There was kind of the Ashley, these names that were just every single person was named the same thing, especially in my group of, like, my age range for, like, a couple years around I was born in 89. So it's like around that time, there was this list of names, and I swear it was just given out to every single pregnant woman. And just like, yeah, gonna be an Ashley, gonna be a Lauren, gonna be a Megan, gonna be a Taylor. Like, it is insane. I don't know what that is, but so yeah, I kind of like unique names, but some of them are so pretty. And you said Kaylin. What's funny is my boyfriend back in high school, of course, I don't know why we talk about baby names, but Kaylin was gonna be, that's the name that I picked back then. Jalen and Shaylin. I love Shaylin. Jalen, I've heard a lot, and I've heard for both boy and girl, so it's interesting. West Virginia. You are up late. All of you guys on the East Coast are up late. Thank you for watching. We're probably going to wrap it up soon. I got to go put kids to bed. But yes, is there any more questions? Baby name, regular, anything? Anything at all? Oh, and yeah, and I'm wearing, I don't know if you guys can even see it. This is where I went to school, Long Beach. I am a dirtbag. Proud of it. So that is where I went to college. And it's in Long Beach, California. I don't live in Long Beach, California, but I went to school there. Did you guys go to college? Leave in the comments. My husband is commenting. And I guess my kids are saying hi. They must be watching me. Which means it's bedtime, kids. So, yes, I'm going to... Now I have 10 people. No, now I have 9 people. So I'm going to wrap it up. What's your opinion on several names? If that makes sense. Like double names, or like you call them by 2 names. I believe that's a big time Southern thing. Like, is it? Let me know if it is. I have not done a middle name video. The double names, I'm not too fond of them, but it's just because I haven't been brought up with it, I think. So, I know, like, if you guys watch Cullen and Katie, I don't watch tons of people on YouTube. Like, I do, but I don't type of thing. So, Cullen and Katie have Macy Gaines, and they just call her Gaines, but sometimes they say Macy Gaines. So, like, those kind of names, like, some of them can be really cute. Like I said, I wasn't brought up with it. And Carly said, no one cares what you're wearing. I was just talking to you guys. Sometimes I'm wondering what someone's wearing, what their shirt, if their shirt says something, and I'm wondering what it says. So if you see a little bit of something, you're like, well, what does that all say? Like, how many times have you been asked, oh, what does your shirt say? That's why I was saying that. To see a video about, middle names. I can definitely do that. I think middle names, for me, middle names are, like, have good meaning to them. They're either a family name or they're a name that is just, kind of just sounds good, I guess, with the first name. So, I mean, I definitely can do maybe, like, what are classic middle names and what are some unique but super cute middle names, if that's something that you guys are interested in. So, yeah, I can definitely do that. Anybody else have anything? Because I guess I'm not supposed to show you guys what it says on my shirt. Yeah. It was just a topic that was for. Yes, definitely have seen where they name their kids like a longer name and then they have shortened nicknames. I've also seen where a family will do, say they use Elizabeth. So it's kind of like Elizabeth for a lot of different people, yet they all have a different nickname. They have a different shortened version of that. I've seen that. I don't know if that's something that you guys have noticed. Kind of not doing like the senior, junior, that kind of thing, but I've seen it more for like women where they're all Elizabeth, yet they all have a different name that they go by. So I think that's kind of interesting. And then, of course, like those type of names are used a lot for middle names. Yes, I've definitely seen where you have two names and they are like first name and middle name, and then you go by your middle name. That is actually very common. And I'm kind of surprised when I'll hear someone's, like they'll say what their name is, and then later you find out, oh wait, that's not your name, like that's your middle name, but you go by it. So it's kind of interesting. You find out some interesting things about people when it comes to their name, most definitely. So nine people still watching. Anything else that you guys would like to know? I will be doing like a normal baby name video for the next coming up weeks. And then if you guys like these lives, I can start doing them more on a regular basis if I'm going to have people watching, so that I'm not that sad person who doesn't have anybody watching her when I'm doing these lives. But you know what? It doesn't matter. There can be 4,000 subscribers and only 2 people watch, and that's totally fine. If I can help one person with either mommy, whatever I talk about, if I can help one person, totally worth it. 100% worth it. So, if you guys have any mommy questions, anything like that, any parenting questions, I guess I shouldn't just say mommy. I think there was a dad on here. Any questions whatsoever, because then, quick before you leave. What is your opinion on the Avia? I love it because it's different than Ava, but also so similar. Avia, I think that is a really cute name. I am not a huge A name fan, but I think Avia, because I find like people, if it's like Ava, they'll go Ava, and then you're like, no, Ava. So that kind of bugs me. Just like my name, Megan, is how people say it, but that's not how I want to pronounce it Megan, but it's spelled M-E-G-A-N. So I think Avia is a really good twist on the very popular Ava. So yes, definitely Avia. Bye, Carly. She said bye. No what? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. So yes, I am going to wrap it up now. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I've got to go get those kids to bed, and then I've got to get to bed because I probably look exhausted. Yes, so thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for a sit-down video. Bye, guys.